2020 Hyundai Venue Reviews. The Car Connection Expert Review. Likes. Spunky looks. Flexible cargo space. Hatchback practicality. 8.0-inch touchscreen. Automatic emergency braking is standard. Dislikes. Is it too small? That grille, though. Wild colors. Stretching the definition of a crossover. Buying tip. Why spend more? Every Venue has critical safety and infotainment features, so the sky's not the limit. Quick specs. Gas mileage, 30 miles per gallon city/34 miles per gallon highway. Engine, regular unleaded i4, 1.6 liters. EPA class, small sport utility vehicles 2WD. Style name, Denim IVT. Drivetrain, front-wheel drive. Passenger capacity, 5. Passenger doors, 4. Body style, sport utility. Dimensions. Vehicle. EPA classification, small sport utility vehicles 2WD. Weight information. Base curb weight, pounds, 2,612. Interior dimensions. Front legroom, in, 41.3. Passenger volume, ft cubed, 91.9. Second legroom, in, 34.3. Front shoulder room, in, 53.9. Front headroom, in, 39.4. Second shoulder room, in, 53.7. Passenger capacity, 5. Second headroom, in, 38.6. Exterior dimensions. Height, overall, in, 61.6. Length, overall, in, 159.1. Minute ground clearance, in, 6.7. Track width, front, in, 60.4. Width, max without mirrors, in, 69.7. Wheelbase, in, 99.2. Track width, rear, in, 60.9. Cargo area dimensions. Cargo volume to seat 2, ft cubed, 18.7. Cargo volume to seat 3, ft cubed, 18.7. Cargo volume to seat 1, ft cubed, 31.9. Fuel economy. Fuel tank. Fuel tank capacity, approx. Gal, 11.9. Mileage. EPA fuel economy estate, city, MPG, 30. EPA fuel economy estate, highway, MPG, 34. Fuel economy estate combined, MPG, 32. Performance specs. Engine. Fuel system, MPI. Engine type, regular unleaded i4. C net horsepower at RPM, 121 at 6,300. Displacement, 1.6 liters/98. Engine order code, NA. C net torque at RPM, 113 at 4,500. Transmission. Trans description cond, CVT without. Trans order code, NA. Reverse ratio, :1, 2.82. Trans description cond. Again, NA. Trans type, 1. Final drive axle ratio, :1, 6.48. Drivetrain, front wheel drive. First gear ratio, :1, 2.68 to 0.39. Brakes. Disc, rear, yes or yes. Brake ABS system, 4-wheel. Drum, rear, yes or nah. Front brake rotor diamex thickness, in, 11. Disc, front, yes or yes. Safety features. Safety. Airbag frontal driver, yes. Airbag frontal passenger, yes. Airbag passenger switch, on/off, no. Airbag side body front, yes. Airbag side body rear, no. Airbag side head front, yes. Airbag side head rear, yes. Brakes ABS, yes. Child safety rear door locks, yes. Daytime running lights, yes. Traction control, yes. Night vision, no. Rollover protection bars, no. Fog lamps, no. Parking aid, no. Tire pressure monitor, yes. Backup camera, yes. Stability control, yes. Rear drum Diamex width, in, nah. Brake type, 4-wheel disc. Rear brake rotor Diamex thickness, in, 10.3. Steering. Turning diameter, curb to curb, foot, 33.4. Steering type, rack pinion. Tires. Front tire size, P205/55HR17. Rear tire order code, nah. Rear tire size, P205/55HR17. Spare tire order code, nah. Front tire order code, nah. Spare tire size, compact. Wheels. Front wheel material, aluminum. Rear wheel size, in, 17x6.5. Rear wheel material, aluminum. Spare wheel size, in, compact. Front wheel size, in, 17x6.5. Spare wheel material, steel. Suspension. Suspension type, rear, cont, torsion beam. Suspension type, rear, torsion beam. Suspension type, front, cont, strut. Suspension type, front, strut. Other features. Electronic stability control, escape. ABS and driveline traction control. Side impact beams. Dual stage driver and passenger seat mounted side airbags. Lane keep assist, aka, lane keeping assist. Lane keep assist, aka, lane departure warning. Emergency SOS. Blind spot collision warning, BCW, blind spot. Forward collision avoidance assist, FCA, and rear cross traffic. Tire pressure monitoring system, tire specific low tire pressure. Dual stage driver and passenger front airbags. Curtain first and second row airbags. Airbag occupancy sensor. Rear child safety locks. Outboard front lap and shoulder safety belts incorporated, rear center 3. Rear view monitor backup camera. Warranty. Basic miles/km, 60,000. Basic years, 5. Corrosion miles/km, unlimited. Corrosion years, 7. Drivetrain miles/km, 100,000. Drivetrain years, 10. Maintenance miles/km, 36,000. Maintenance years, 3. Roadside assistance miles/km, unlimited. Roadside assistance years, 5. Other specs. Electrical. Maximum alternator capacity, amps, 110. The 2020 Hyundai Venue is a subcompact crossover with big ideas. Small crossover vehicles like the 2020 Hyundai Venue have taken a place on the big SUV stage, and the Venue comes off like a pint-sized star. Sold in SE and Cell editions, the 2020 Venue compares to vehicles such as the Nissan Kicks to the Ford EcoSport. It outsips them with a less buzzy interior, a more user-friendly cockpit, nicer seats, and a step-ahead warranty. Though it's far from quick or plush, a $18,470 Venue SE or a $20,370 Venue Cell doesn't have to be either. We give it a TCC rating of 6.2 out of 10, before safety scores are in. The Venue kicks off things with a rugged look that owes much to bigger Hyundais. It has a square-jawed stance and a body as easily recognizable as a Kia Soul. Highlighted with bright paint choices and available 17-inch wheels, the snappy 2020 Venue wraps around a cockpit made for two and some occasional friends and stuff, with a big touchscreen at the infotainment helm and well-chosen textures and trims padding the doors and dash. A 1.6-liter inline-4 on loan from the Accent sedan couples with a 6-speed manual that will be rare, or a continuously variable automatic transmission (CVT) that ships power to the front wheels. All-wheel drive is a no-show, and the Venue has only about 6.7 inches of ground clearance, but its simple strut and beam suspension takes the sting off the highway's worst. With just 121 horsepower on tap and a perfect footprint for dart and shoot driving in traffic, it excels at short trips and tight parking spots. The EPA pegs CVT gas mileage at 32 miles per gallon combined. On its short 99.2-inch wheelbase, the 2020 Venue can't cope with huge potholes, but it's packaged well to cope with up to 4 adults. 2 in front get gray fabric-covered seats, plenty of headroom, and storage for smartphones. Rear seaters have good headroom too, with the concession that their knees will touch the front seat backs. The Venue's 18.7 cubic feet of cargo space swells to 31.9 cubic feet when the rear seats fold down, and its cargo cover tucks into a storage niche when it's not needed. Hyundai's savvy with features on the 2020 Venue. It bundles automatic emergency braking into every model, along with an 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a great 5-year 60,000-mile warranty. Blind spot monitors, 17-inch wheels, up from standard 15-inchers, navigation, and keyless ignition all can be had on the more expensive versions, but no Venue can be outfitted with adaptive cruise control, leather upholstery, or power front seats. 2020 Hyundai Venue, styling. Like a favorite ball cap, the 2020 Venue slips on just right. The 2020 Venue borrows some elements from the automaker's larger crossovers, including split daytime running lights and headlights, but the smallest Hyundai crossover goes at it alone in its grille and high-contrast color scheme. The palette of colors includes scarlet red, intense blue, green apple, and denim, the latter of which can be paired with a white roof and denim-colored interior, hardly subtle stuff, as is true of its robotastic LED running lights and a big grille that's pinched and stretched into a little too elaborate form. The grille's much more fancy than the car. The Venue typically rides atop 15-inch wheels, but big 17-inchers can fill out wheel wells punctuated by creased fender flares that belie the relatively small dimensions. The deeply sculpted body sides draw some inspiration from the Santa Fe, but it's clear that Hyundai's sameness days of vehicle design are over. Inside, the Venue makes use of what space it has for passengers and incorporates the big 8.0-inch touchscreen into the dash instead of plunking it on top, which is common in many subcompact cars. The strong kinship with the bigger Kona's cockpit wears well inside this slightly smaller hatchback, and Hyundai doesn't skimp on base screen sizes or on finishing the cabin with nicely detailed trim. 2020 Hyundai Venue, performance. What you were expecting in AMG. Performance is far from the point of the 2020 Hyundai Venue, so its score of 3 here isn't a body slam so much as respect for its mission. It's not supposed to be fast or plush, and it isn't. Power comes from a 1.6-liter inline-4 that's borrowed from the Accent, teamed to a 6-speed manual or continuously variable automatic transmission, CVT, that drives the front wheels only. The small inline-4 makes 121 horsepower and 113 pound-feet of torque and aims for fuel efficiency. We haven't driven the manual shift model, and expect fewer to be sold than the Venue counts in horsepower. With the CVT, the Venue's agreeable enough. It scoots from stoplights with reasonable oomph, leaves no squealing trail of rubber behind as it consumes a little more than 10 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. It's fine, and not unlike its rivals, and the Venue's 4-cylinder doesn't thrash along the way up the rev band. That's a good thing, since highway merges demand a constant foot to the floor. The curb weight of just 2,557 to 2,732 pounds helps it along to good fuel economy, too. It's all prosaic from the engine down, too. Venues ride on a simple suspension with struts in the front and a torsion beam rear axle. The Venue SE and SoAir 185/65R15 tires, cells can trim up to 205/55R17s. Don't bother spending more on wheels. In either spec, the Venue's economy car simple in the way its light steering and short wheelbase can dart and slip into holes in traffic. The Venue squirms side to side slightly as it pounds out 80-mile-per-hour stretches of interstates, and parks in the road smack through the body quickly. It doesn't shake or shimmy, though, it just feels solid and stable. 2020 Hyundai Venue, comfort and quality. 2 passengers can haul home plenty in the 2020 Venue. The 2020 Venue snags a score of 7 for comfort and utility. The Venue rides atop a relatively small 99.2-inch wheelbase, shorter than the Accent sedan by about 2 inches. From tip to tail, the Venue measures 158.9 inches, which is more than 5 inches shorter than the Kona and 3 inches shy on wheelbase. As a result, the confines are cozy for 4 adults. 5 adults may require NDAs before attempting. The Venue 61.6 inches tall, though, and that pays off with excellent headroom. Hyundai's done a fine job of packaging the hatchback and in fitting well-shaped and well-bolstered front seats separated by a center console. Hard-wearing, black or gray cloth upholstery is standard in all cars, but denim-colored models offer synthetic leather upholstery teamed to denim material for the set too young to remember what patchwork denim looked like in the 1990s. The Venue's rear doors can be snug for tall passengers, but once they're seated there's fine space and support, and 34.3 inches of leg room, as well as about 39 inches of headroom. The rear seats in all Venues fold in a 60-40 split arrangement and bump up the standard 18.7 cubic feet of cargo space up to 31.9 cubes for zesty home improvement store runs. The cargo cover detaches and slides into a storage groove when it's not necessary. Where Hyundai scores above EcoSports and kicks hatchbacks is in fit and finish. Plastic isn't any less obvious, it's just nicer than the greasy onslaught of dozens of trim pieces in the Ford, and the shinier bits in the Nissan. The Venue's mod fabrics and mesh grain plastic dash feel more target than tough skins. 2020 Hyundai Venue, safety. The Venue plays a strong technology game, but crash tests aren't complete. The 2020 Venue doesn't have complete crash test ratings, but it shouldn't take long for what promises to be a popular new car. Federal testers gave the Venue a 4-star overall rating, which is lower than most new models for this year. Every Venue has standard automatic emergency braking, active lane control, driver attention monitor, and high beam assist. Blind spot monitors and rear cross-traffic alert are available on select trims. We'll update this section when data surfaces. 2020 Hyundai Venue, features. The 2020 Venue stuffs its face at the features bar, nom. We give the new Venue a 9 for features. It's an excellent value, with lots of standard equipment, a great 5-year/60,000-mile warranty, and clear and useful infotainment. Every $18,470-2020 Hyundai Venue SE rides on 15-inch wheels and gets power features, cruise control, Bluetooth, a USB port, cloth upholstery, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen for infotainment with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. The $20,370 Venue adds automatic climate control, and can be fitted with 17-inch wheels, satellite radio, navigation, heated front seats, keyless ignition, and a power sunroof. A $23,170 Denim Edition adds blind spot monitors, synthetic leather and cloth seats, and special blue paint with a white roof. No Venue has power seats, leather upholstery, or adaptive cruise control. Hyundai saves those features for its bigger SUVs. 2020 Hyundai Venue, fuel economy. Gas mileage earns the Venue a frugal tag. The Venue's fuel economy can't keep pace with Hyundai's own big, aero-smooth sedans, but it still outpoints many small hatchbacks and crossovers. It's a 6 here. The base manual transmission Venue earns EPA ratings of 27 miles per gallon city, 35 highway, 30 combined. With the CVT, it's pegged at 30/34 32nds of a mile per gallon, a couple of miles per gallon stronger than the Honda HR-V.